All right, Shalom. I want to start off as always by giving all praises and glory unto Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim HaKadosh, the abundance unto the apostles, the elders, and the bishops of Great Millstone. I want to send much love to the brothers out there doing this work in truth and sincerity, and I also want to send peace and blessings unto the believers of the hopeful elect. Excuse me. And in this morning's lesson, I wanted to read the Book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 13, here in the GNT Bible. And I wanted to read verse 1 through 9 in this section here where it says, the foolishness of nature worship. And I wanted to get into this topic here basically because of the doctrine of evolution and Darwinism, but just overall idol worship and the lack of belief in a higher power, okay? A higher intelligence, right? This world, for the most part, doesn't believe in a higher power. And if they do, it's some made up idol, BS that they see as God. But when you truly look at this world, the operation of the elements, the intricacy of creation, the design of what we see, you have to come to a conclusion that, all right, there is a designer, okay? You cannot have design without a designer, all right? You can't have art without the artist. These are basic concepts that people should understand, but they don't. So I want to get into this here, man, and Lord willing, this is edifying, all right? So this is Wisdom of Solomon 13, verse 1. It says, anyone who does not know God is simply foolish. And that's the state of the people in this world. They're simply foolish, man. They've been bamboozled and deceived pretty much by Esau, okay? The information that they received, man. Because the doctrine of evolution, Darwinism, is actually taught in the schools. And they teach it as if it's a fact, right? I remember my science teacher saying that it's a fact that these things happen this way, and we know because we have the scientific data, yada yada yada. And even back then, like, yeah, they don't make no sense. And I didn't even know, nothing about no Bible, no nothing, no God, no nothing. I'm like, yeah, this don't make no sense. None of this is making sense to me, right? But they teach it as if it's a fact. They use these big words. They try to bring forth some so-called data and show you charts of this and that. These people are crazy, all right? But you not believing in the Most High is a benefit to Esau, because you're going to indulge in wickedness, right? If you understand that there's a higher power, you'll behave accordingly. You'll consider your actions. But have no knowledge that there's a higher power and denying it, now you're just subject to any and everything. And this is what Esau wants from the people. He wants you to indulge in the wickedness and idolatry, right? These pagan holidays. Esau wants that from you. That keeps him in power. That keeps him, pretty much at the top, especially with Jake, right? But it says there's such people look at the good things around them and still fail to see the living God, right? They see the good things around them, man, the beauty of the planet Earth, the animals in nature, bro. There's no way that you can watch a nature documentary, man. Okay? Look at the abilities of these animals. Nobody sat there and taught them to do what they do. They're born with it. All right. These skill sets that they have, they're born with it, man.
Order received.
Their designs, like, bro, you got to come to okay, yeah, somebody made this. You got to come to that conclusion. The detail, bro, like it's come on, man. Now, whether or not you understand it, all right, the higher power, but you understand, okay, a higher intelligence with unlimited abilities, all right, orchestrated what we see, right? It says they have studied the things he made, but they have not recognized the one who made them. That's evolution. They've studied, a creation, digging the earth and, or splicing genes and telescope this and, they search everything, but they have not recognized the one who made them. And they'll tell you that through evolution, we know that there's no higher intelligence, right? Esau is crazy. But this doctrine is in the earth, okay? It says, instead, they suppose that the gods who rule the world are fire, or wind, or storm, or the circling stars, or rushing water, or the heavenly bodies, right? The Big Bang, that started it all. The Big Bang, and like billions of years came by, and then, the planets came, and then it rained on the earth for millions of years, and then this magical soup just, all of a sudden, this magical soup had, the right, the right stuff to bring forth all the life forms that we see, right? Nature just, decided just to make male and female. That's it. Only two genders, right? Come on, man. Nature just decided, oh, you know what? I'm gonna grow a penis. And then the other part of evolution, well, I'm gonna grow a coochie. No, man. No. Somebody made that. The reproductive organs of a woman, bro. Come on, bro. You don't think that that's designed? The body of a woman and reproduction and her cycle, you think that nobody didn't make that, bro? Come on, man. The breast milk, like to make, bro. Come on, bro. To turn our liquid, right? Our bodily fluids into a human being. That process, okay? Come on, man. But but this world will tell you, oh no, God, over millions of years, nature decided to grow a penis, and nigga, he saw somebody, and, man, come on, man. No, man. No. It says, people were so delighted with the beauty of these things that they thought they must be gods. But they should have realized that these things have a master, and that he is much greater than all of them, for he is the creator of beauty, and he created them, right? And with the Egyptian so-called religion, they worship nature. Sun, the moon, the stars, the animals, they made all kind of gods. They had 2,000 gods. Because they saw the beauty of creation, the ability of these animals, and just, all this stuff. They saw that and said, oh man, these are gods. And started to worship them. The cow, tripping. Okay? Everything that you see in the planet Earth has a designer, man, a master. He's the author of beauty. Okay? It says, since people are amazed at the power of these things and how they behave, they ought to learn from them that their maker is far more powerful, right? The Most High. When we realize how vast and beautiful the creation is, we are learning about the Creator at the same time, right? And you Edomites out there, you claim to know the universe and different galaxies and this planet, that planet, but you don't know the Most High, right? All this creation that you see, and you came to the conclusion that, oh no, I ain't no God. Come on, man. It says, but maybe we are too harsh with these people. After all, they may have really wanted to find God, but couldn't. Surrounded by the Most High's works, they keep on looking at them until they are finally convinced that because the things they see are so beautiful, they must be God's. And people have searched for the Most High, right? They search to see if they're truly a God. And I think every human being goes through that experience or process, right? To see why are things where they are, so why are we here? Where do we come from, right? I think every human being have that thought and or go through their process. Some of them come to the conclusion that there is a higher power, might not understand it, but they can see that, okay, yeah, there got to be a higher power. Then some come to the conclusion that, oh no, you know what, ain't no God, because according to them, babies are being unalived, and there's famines and plagues, so it can't be no God because those are harsh things. That's their understanding. But anyway, last verse here says, if they had enough intelligence to speculate about the nature of the universe, why did they never find the Lord of all things? And that's directed to you people who believe in evolution. You claim to have all this intelligence, right? You claim to know enough that there isn't a God. But if you know all these things, then you will find out, or you should know, that you know what? Yeah, there might be a God, man. It's too much detail. It's too much order, okay? Just the human body alone. Come on, man. But whatever. Believe what you want to believe. In due time, we're going to all find out if there's a higher power, okay? In due time. We already know there's a higher power, but the Lord goes solidify it. He goes solidify it, man, by making an appearance. As it says in 2 Ezra 13, right? It says that the Lord going to come to the astonishment of them on the earth. So we'll all find out soon, man. But I pray that was edifying. Shalom.